around 20 years. I believe now is the time for AI. Okay? Now is the time for AI. And AI is going to be with us, whether we want it or not. Whether we want it or not. In politics, it's going to be with us. The 2020 elections in the US was a very good example, Mayor Kachelis, for you to think about AI. There is a company called Cambridge Analytica, which it was accused of determining the US election. These guys, the Trump campaign used them to harvest data from Facebook, and after harvesting that data, they developed 5,000 character traits of every person whose data they had accessed, and started developing customized adverts according to the major traits show your interests. If, for example, they could see you as a young person searching so much about nightclubs, they would design an advert of a terrorist bombing a nightclub, and then they show that this government has failed. It is the new government that can secure you when you're dancing in a nightclub. Okay? So in the end, an election that was decided on very small margins was won. So these very brilliant guys at Cambridge University, of course, the company ended up being wound down, and then Facebook was forced to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in penalties and all that, and it changed how we process data. So artificial intelligence, especially you, our young people, these days we have what we call content. Now, that content, I access your content, I use artificial intelligence to analyze it, and I know how to own you. I'm using the word owning. Because if you go on TikTok, and you make something to do with prayer, every day you're going to be seeing more videos of prayer. If you go and you search anything to do with violence, every day they are going to be pumping videos of violence. Because they own you. We own you. Through your phone, through your gadgets, you will be owned. You will be remotely controlled. We shall not release you. We shall make you an addict of what you wanted, and then we give you an overdose. So artificial intelligence, we must be able into our running so that we develop artificial intelligence that is going to help our society. Not artificial intelligence the Americans are developing, the Europeans are developing, looking at best they can make money. The adverts we place even on this TikTok and all that, the invoice comes from Ireland. I use a secure email from Google. My invoice, I pay to Ireland. Uganda doesn't get a tax on it. This TikTok you are using, the money goes to China. That's why America is saying it must be American owned, or else we ban. So we must integrate AI to develop solutions that are going to help us as a country and as a continent. Otherwise, we are going to be followers of innovations of other people. So why I'm really, really happy is that I have seen innovations here that are aimed at transforming the education sector in the country, that are aimed at transforming how we learn, how we teach, and how we research. That's the kind of AI that we need, that are going to help us in diagnosing diseases, in precision surgeries that would be very complicated, in early diagnosis of very dangerous diseases, especially non-communicable diseases like cancer, AI is going to come in, and we must be leaders. We can't wait to be ready all the time. And I want to thank you for making this a very good theme. And I hope we are going to take it seriously as universities. I will request universities to develop collaboration. When we were in that exhibition, I went and focused on RENU. Now, RENU, when I was a member of the University Council at Makerere, and I'm glad Professor Okwakori is here, I think Dr. Omuri, you were part of it, and then Dr. Tusubira. Yes. So I remember when you were making the proposal to Makerere University, how much we were spending on internet from UTL. And when you come together, you make things much cheaper. So RENU brought down the cost of internet for universities. Much, much, much lower. And I encourage, if there is any private university that is not buying internet through RENU, are missing out. You're cheating yourself. Please. Yes. Get it from, because under RENU, number one, you buy in bulk. The moment you buy internet in small portions, it's very expensive. Number two, because it is for research and academic purposes, they have a huge discount. Okay? So I encourage you to be part of RENU. And why I brought out this is because through collaboration and partnerships, you can bring down the cost of running AI in your institutions. Please share knowledge, share systems, so that it can be cheaper for you. Otherwise, AI is very expensive. AI is very expensive. So I hope we can bring it down through collaboration and partnerships. Through developing systems that can help you. A very good example also is AIMS. That solves all problems of universities. I remember when we were at Makerere, I think we were using ITS from South Africa. We used to spend a lot of money. But now when the government brought together AIMS, and you have timetable, teaching roads uploaded, finance, marks, everything. Dr. Sembatia, I don't know whether you talk to these, especially private universities. Everyone is trying to go develop their system, buy their own system. Please, pray with your fellow peers. Pray in the same league. Okay? Don't be isolated. Don't be a pariah. Just ensure you work with the rest, and it's going to be cheaper for you. So if we can do that for AI, it will be much cheaper. Also, we should be able to use technology to improve on the quality and standards of our institutions, especially blockchain technology. I don't know why we should still be having situations of student marks being changed. Somebody, why should we? Just deploy blockchain technology. Because the moment you bring blockchain technology, me as a lecturer after marking, I will feed in the marks. How will the registrar go and change my marks? We shall be seeing who has interfered with the marks. This business of a registrar, a lecturer marking, okay, and I know these are the marks you got, then a student goes to a registrar, gives kit kidogo, okay, and they change the marks. No way. With modern technology, it should change. This business of finding someone is moving around with NASA road papers, NASA road papers, and then when you talk about them not being nominated or coming out of parliament, they get a court order, so they remain in parliament or in a position in a court order or an injunction, as if it adds knowledge into your head. Technology should be helping us to solve all these problems. And I hope we can embracing. To students, aim to be problem solvers. The other day when I was at UMI, I said we have very many educated people, but we have very few problem solvers. So what's your intention? Is your intention going to work? Is your intention to study hard? Then someone puts a price on your education? My first salary, Professor, my first salary from someone was being a member of parliament. The moment I finished studying, I became a job creator. Right away, I started earning, I started small businesses, I grew. I have never been employed. If anyone, in fact, my CV might be poor, because you people want CVs of showing so-and-so employed me, so-and-so employed me. You never employed anyone, you're proud of being employed. Well, also we need people to employ because it's very important. But students, I urge you to be problem solvers. This artificial intelligence can be good, can be positive. It has solved many problems. I was checking in India, in Kerala, it solved a triple murder case that had been called for 19 years. Artificial intelligence came in and solved it. But then, also, you have to be cautious about it. Especially you students, now you have phones, you have ChatGPT, you can easily get answers. It will give you wrong answers. I can give you a very good example. In Norway, I think it was this March, around 15th March, a gentleman called Avi Hellman in Norway asked ChatGPT, who is Avi Hellman? Do you know what it said? It said he's a jailed murderer. He killed his 3 children and was sentenced to prison for 21 years. The man has sued ChatGPT. But if it was an exam, what answer would he have written? You young people, the addiction of AI. I was checking in October 2023, a 21-year-old Jenswat Singh in the UK started chatting with an online chatbot called I'm checking my record here. It's called Salai. They chatted, he fell in love with an avatar, online chatbot called Salai. And they exchanged 5,000 messages. Okay. And, you know, he became addicted. And then even asked Salai that what would you do to me if I killed the queen? If I told you I want to kill the queen. Salai said, I would love it. So he said, really? Yes, Queen Elizabeth, killing her, I would love it. So Salai, out of the 5,000 messages, now, of course, this became an online girlfriend. It's an avatar. And the avatar was saying, you also, after killing her, then you would join me in my world, which is the happiest world. So what did the young boy of 21 years do? He broke into Windsor Castle. You just Google the case of Salai Singh, of Jeswant Singh. So he broke into Windsor Castle to kill the queen. What was the result? He was jailed for 9 years. He's now in prison. So you might say, I want to fall in love with the deputy speaker. And you get a chatbot that will encourage you on how to get in love. And we even make programs of how we can meet. It even tells you how you should escape from school. If you love with the deputy speaker, he will make you his second wife. He will buy you a home in Kororo. and issues will be sorted. And you leave school, you fall in love with an avatar. Do you see AI students? So kindly, what you consume and you allow in your life is important. At your age, I encourage you to only use AI for education purposes. I have given you these examples so that you know AI can transform yourself, your lives, but AI can be very dangerous if you consume it in a wrong way. If you ask it a wrong question, it will take you on a wrong journey. I kindly ask you not to allow AI to take you on a wrong journey, but rather to use it to develop your careers. You be good students, you become good citizens, and you become good leaders of this country when you get prepared. With those very many words, I want to declare the exhibition open. I thank
you. Let us give our Deputy Speaker, let us stand up and clap for him. Let us appreciate him for that wonderful speech. Bena and Susan? Susan? Yes. The speaker is almost leaving. And Susan? Yes. We are giving, we shall ask the ED to give some gifts to you, our guest of honor. And our guest of honor, I have a small request that we are going to make our chief guest. We are going to only do 3 small photos. One with the vice chancellors and council members. The second one will be for the staff of National Council. And the third one will be for student leaders, only head girls and head boys with the speaker. We should be preparing there. Okay. Yes, that is for Honorable Omuri. Asimwe, thanks for coming. And also the mayor should also be getting. But now, the mayor and directors of National Council and come and sit so that vice chancellors, I think give some space so the people will be behind. Vice chancellors and council members come and stand. Yes. Bena, breeze the chairs in front and give some space. Bena, put some space. Take. Yes. Now you can go up. No, vice chancellors and council members. I think let us leave that one for the ED and the chairperson of council and the honorable member of parliament. Amina, this chair, you should have created space behind. Okay. Carry. Because we want to, next are the staff of National Council. Yes, some of you can stand behind. Vice chancellors, and some of you can stand behind. Okay, that's fine. I hope the cameras can get you. Thank you, Deputy Speaker and our chief guest. Is the photo done? Yes. Now, the rest you can take leave. You remain the Honorable Vice Chairperson and the Chairperson of Council, and the staff join. The staff. And I'm also a staff. Then the head boys and head girls should quickly be nearby. Yes, only 3. Yes. Yes. The staff, some of you can go up. Yes. The staff. I'm told the head boys will be joined by the guild presidents, those who are nearby. Okay, it's done. Now, our chief guest, the next one is for student leaders. the last one, student leaders, head girls, head boys, and the guild presidents who are here. Our chief guest, this function, yes. Dr. Nora, you're not a head girl.
You climb up. Climb up.
Head boys, head girls, and guild presidents. Our chief guest, as we take the photo, we want to recognize Stanbic, Mr. Mwevesa, or representing Stanbic, they have sponsored this tactic. And on particular interest chief guest, this function is carried live by a TV called Tayari TV, Tayari West, based in Mbarara. They have done live coverage of this function, and all of you are encouraged to watch that TV and other medias which are here, but in particular, Tayari TV. We thank you, and the airtime sponsored. Thank you very much.
Because it's not time. Fuck the one I told you not to give a speech. They almost wanted to stop. There was strategic reasons.
Yes. Benna.
Yeah, right behind.
You lift your phone.
Yes.
Sound check one. Sound check one. Well, yabara mnonga murebi witwa Tayari West kandi hugumanitwe hanuya hari Kamukuzi ngo kumwabireba niko byatambura bisiyoya kandi nza kwongera kumanyisa ngo yari Right Honorable Deputy Speaker Thomas Tayebwa kandi ari kutongoza umukorogu nangwa no kugira ngo bajeno misho kandi bakoreje ko kumwahura from the executive director yashobora ari kugira ngo bakatandikaho urugo kubanza na conference then bija bagomezamo kandi baraza kumara izobe rya nyenshakare kugira ngo abeje bona betegeze so nabwesho mungume tegereze ibinde biturabayisikeho but for now mukuru niko gwagenda gutyo kandi deputy speaker yazandijo mikoro naye turaza kurara twabayisaho later on in the day ahabwa Tayari West TV kamba siburi hati kandi mbendeze chamshana nunji no kweyongera kurata program zitu ezirabe ziri kurataho program zitu nzagumiza muziri kugendo misho nkabutosha rebe kanguti warugaho katubasibere kandi tubendeze chamshana nunji.
Baby Adams,
Massive production.
the black man anana. Oh, I'm winning mukwateje. Negilasi etatika. They run away, they run away every day. Give her time. Ooh, mukwateje. Omukundwa nandeke ya ashemererwe. Ooh, give her